What's up and welcome to Around with the Boys podcast. On this show, we talk about life, sports, business, and all the cool shit in between. I'm your host, James Rackley, and along with me as always is my co-host,
Johnny Dunleavy.
Mr. Johnny Dunleavy. So sit back, relax, crack you a cold one, and enjoy the show. Yo, how are the gains? The gains are they all good over there?
Yeah, they're up and down.
All right, just making sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Around with the Boys podcast. This is episode 46. Today is Thursday, October 7th. We are home and alive.
Thank the good Lord.
Yes.
Good God.
We'll tell you all about it when we get there. As always, be sure to subscribe on all the platforms, including YouTube. We're live now on YouTube and Twitch. Check that out. I put the links up in on the Instagram story for us. Follow that if you're not, at Around W the Boys. And yeah, how you doing, Jimmy?
Man, I'm doing all right. Sorry for being late. Work kind of got a little heavy.
That's okay.
So stayed around for a while. So
The working man.
hey, here now.
There he is.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, this week, we're gonna start out. Jimmy's got a bone to pick with a tow truck, man.
No, not the man. Just the people who answer the phones, man.
We're gonna talk about Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff going down on Monday, which was pretty wild.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. We're gonna talk about the Pandora Papers a little bit. If you haven't seen that, you could literally spend days reading about it.
It's interesting.
Then we're gonna recap the bachelor party, which we got a lot to talk about. We're going to finish it out with some sports, recap last week's picks, update on the pick'em, and what we got coming up this weekend, starting tonight. But let's get into it. What's the deal?
Sugar and shit segment.
Yeah.
Sometimes life is shit. We all know it. We all go through it. But why does the service lady who answers the phone when you have a problem always have to be in a bad mood? Instantly, I can know what everybody's saying out there, and Denny said it to my face. It's like, dude, if you had to answer people pissed off all day, you'd be like that too. And I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's your job.
Yeah.
Like, right? But here's my thing. I wasn't even upset or mad or flagrant. I was just like, hey, hello, and it was just, she goes, blankety blank towing.
Like,
I'm like, well, fuck.
In the middle of like
Yeah.
a Minesweeper game on her computer, and you interrupted it.
Yeah, like, fuck me for calling you for service, like, that you get paid to do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you said. Listen, as a guy who answers a phone 1,000 times a day,
yeah,
the initial reaction sets the tone for the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, for sure. But my thing is, like, I was telling Denny, like, if I have a list, right? If I get rich, I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I added to my list is a nice towing company. Like,
really?
Yeah, dude. Cause like, dude, every business that I walk in, I'm like, dude, this needs to be done better. I'd like to just go ahead and jot that down.
Right.
For one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I feel like I could do a bar in a good way. So
Mm-hmm.
the bar, I'd like to make a bar. Same with like that, or like any kind of industry that you need. Like, that's just difficult. Like,
right.
But it's necessary, but it's always difficult to use.
No, I see. I
you get what I'm
see what
saying?
you mean. Yeah. Which is why we get into operations and we figure all that out and whatever.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
But my thing,
you could make a lot more customers. You could make a lot more people's day.
Yeah, they know they hold all the cards. Like, you need us.
Right. Why are you upset?
Yeah.
Anytime that phone rings, that's business.
So like, think about if you're in a bad situation, you call the tow company, and they answer, and they're like, just smiles and rainbows. Like, we're gonna get you through this.
Yeah, no problem.
It's gonna be okay. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I would recommend that tow truck company to everyone, everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So I mean, they can turn shit into sugar. That's what they can do for you.
Yeah, exactly.
She needs to learn.
So, whatever. You always have a problem when you're calling the tow truck anyway, right? So that was the shit part. Okay? Sugar. Like, it started off as shit, but it turned to sugar, right?
Right.
Like, my car, I need a new battery and alternator. All right, whatever. My car died in the middle of Market Street. Lost all control. Like all I had control of was the brakes.
Right.
And like I couldn't hit the hazards, you know what I mean? So like everybody behind me, bah, 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 asshole, like get out. Like dude, and you lost power steering and everything, right? So I knew it was the alternator. Or I had a suspicion. I'm not gonna pretend to be a fucking car expert. Anyway,
call the mechanic.
So that was the first time I had to call so I had AAA and they got me in touch with somebody here, and just was like straight up rude, man. And that was why I was so mad, because like that she was confused about something, and like I was on hold, but she just put the phone down, but I heard her talking crap in the background.
Oh man,
I'm like, oh my god, like lady.
Oh, you're already upset.
Yeah, you're sitting there like in the AC, like I mean, anyway. So like I got that. The tow truck guys each time were great. Like they were awesome.
Oh yeah,
the kind of guys you want to have a beer with.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But that lady, the first lady was worse than the second, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so the cool part was like, what happened was it died again, right?
Yeah.
And I opened the hood. It was like, there's a new alternator, new battery. Well, what the hell? I get it towed. So that was the second tow, and I got there, and the people that I got it fixed, they paid for my service, or they paid for the tow truck.
Okay.
And and took care of it.
Yeah.
And then so what happened with there was, it was just a straight up bad alternator. It was a brand new bad alternator.
You got a lemon alternator.
Yep.
Well, I mean, what are the odds of that?
Dude, my odds.
I've gotten so many cars and things fixed on cars.
Yeah.
I've never gotten a new piece that was bad.
Oh, dude. I mean, this was brand spanking. That's why I opened it, and it looked like it just came out of the box. So, and the dude calls. He goes, I was like, yeah, man. So what was the issue? He goes, you have a bad alternator. I was like, yeah, I know, sir. He's like, no. I meant like the one we put in was bad, but even though it was new. I was like, so I got a dud or a lemon. He's like, yeah. I said, damn. But no charge, no nothing or whatever.
So there you go.
And like, yeah. And they even like the first time I just went to just get a regular thing, and I had some lights on, and they're like, I didn't have to pay for the second diagnosis fee. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. So there was the sugar.
There you go. It worked out in the end.
Yeah, it was good, man. So.
Well, I'm glad that worked out, because
that felt better.
Something that did not work this week was Facebook.
Dude, so I want to know how hard were you going crazy in the car going home?
I was driving. So
oh, really?
Care. Yeah.
But I feel like once you had that news, you'd be trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Well, I'm here to tell you, by that time, I didn't want to think or look at anything. I was just staring. Had I even been sitting shotgun, I wouldn't have been looking at my phone.
Dude, I could feel my eyeballs rattling.
I was like, I'm just
on the way home.
And like,
because we were driving home Monday, for all you folks out there. It was a 3-day bachelor party.
What time did y'all get home?
Woof, 5 something.
Yeah, we got home at 5 on the dot.
Yeah, but we'll get into it.
Anyways, Facebook on Monday, the biggest outage in their history went down.
Mm-hmm.
Now they own Instagram and WhatsApp. Both of those were also down.
Yeah.
What's even more ironic to me is that this happened. So it happened at 11:40 a.m. on Monday. It was down for just over 5 hours. I think it came back right before 6. Mm-hmm. But which is the longest in their history as far as like everything going wrong.
And that was worldwide, wasn't it?
That was worldwide. There are 3.5 billion users on one of their apps. So Facebook, and then Messenger, which is Facebook Messenger. It's a separate app now.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, WhatsApp, and their Oculus, like virtual reality things, all down. But the night before, on 60 Minutes, the Facebook whistleblower was on there. Basically about how they control election. They do, you know.
She all she said was what we already know.
Right. It was just confirmed by someone who was about it or doing it.
Yeah, but here's real quick. Is it not, are you about to have a little conspiracy for me, man? A little too convenient. Like.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, bro, there's been a lot of whistleblowers that have come out a lot. I mean, they don't get just first-class treatment right away. Boom, 60 Minutes in front of Congress. Like, bah, 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 bah. I'm like, hold on, man. This is orchestrated.
Right.
That's how I felt.
I'm going to wrap it all up for you. It's so, in countries like Myanmar and India, right, that's how those people communicate, is WhatsApp, primarily. Really? That's their text messaging service. And yeah, more than 3.5 billion people use it. They also use it to log in. You ever seen, like, you know, you go to log in, it's like log in with Google, log in with, and then there's log in with Facebook.
Yeah.
So people can do that for like their smart connected devices in their homes. So there were people who couldn't control their thermostat, couldn't turn on the TVs, couldn't do anything.
Huh.
Because they chose to log in with Facebook.
Okay, continue.
This is where it's weird to me. Okay? Now, for a little while on the internet on Monday, there was a story going around that hackers basically deleted code of Facebook, like wiped it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the biggest social media company in the world. You have copies. Right? So, like, that's not true.
They took them off the domain, is what they were saying.
So
but they had 14,000 domains, I think, or some crazy number on file or something.
They said that it was changed. The culprit was changes to its underlying internet infrastructure that coordinates the traffic between its data centers. That interrupted communications and cascaded to other data centers, bringing our services to a complete halt. Here's the weird thing. There were people who were locked out of their offices. It could have been internet generated. Who knows? The locks, I don't know. They sent a team of 3 people to their server computers at a data center in Santa Clara, California. The 3 people with knowledge of these data centers simply reset them.
Yeah. See, I don't buy all this.
And that took 5 and something hours.
Dude, because, like, through work, I work with the guy called the Googler.
Right.
I'm trying to find this one article. Apparently they had a data breach as well. You know what I mean? Of like 1.5 billion people's info. Did you catch that?
Yeah. There's more to this.
Data of over 1.5 billion Facebook users is being sold on a popular hacking-related forum. Data contains users' names, emails, phone numbers, locations, gender, and user ID. Like, it says, like, the largest and most significant Facebook data dump to date. Like, that's what happened. And then it gets pulled from the internet. That's my thing. Like, it was legitimately pulled from the internet.
Right. Everything.
All of it.
Yeah. All you had was what you previously had put on there.
And now, I'm not sitting here, like, this meant nothing to me in terms of, like, oh my God, I can't, like, post something or whatever.
Right.
To be quite frank with you, I, like, wish it never came back.
Yeah.
Like, all the next day, I was like, I'm about to delete all of it.
Yeah. The only thing, like, the thing that, like, imagine how many people run their stores.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but what that did, that pulled away so much.
So much money lost.
Yeah, dude. I mean, on multiple levels, man.
Oh, yeah.
And then it has people, like, you got to be thinking now, I mean, you put all your eggs, like, a lot of, like, that, whoever put their whole home on Facebook, like, let me control your life. Like, nah, dog. Maybe they probably didn't, but a lot of people in, like, somewhere in that, closer to us in that spectrum, probably learned something, dude. Don't rely on that shit, man.
Right. Yeah, you got to be able to change it yourself.
And that's why y'all always give me shit about Venmo, and Joey's like, Apple Pay all weekend. I'm like, dude, fuck your Apple. Like, I have my green paper in my hand. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I know I can have a bank account, but like,
right, but like,
I know you're listening, Joey. So
we don't rely on Venmo or Apple Pay or Cash App or what have you, right? Because like, there's an alternative. It's called going to the bank.
I mean, yeah, he used that all weekend.
Okay, yeah.
But like I'm just saying,
if it didn't work and he had to go to the bank, he could.
Yeah.
So like, but I do know what you mean though.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who just use Facebook. I mean, especially like in the older generation, right? Who use Facebook religiously.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of people who couldn't go on there and comment and
Dude,
argue with other 55-year-old people who sit on their porches.
It's funny, isn't it, man? If you ever text like with your mom or something, like the way they text is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So like them having their like keeping up on Facebook just cracks me up.
Yeah. I mean, and there are people who like just sit on there all day.
But all right, so let's get to like the meat of this thing. What do you think happened?
Oh, I think that data dump was going down. The whistleblower thing was pretty wild. It just kind of confirmed everything we all knew. And it's like, I mean, they had to testify in front of Congress and all that. There could be a round 2.
That shit happened immediately. That's what, like...
That's what I'm saying.
This is just...
Like, 3 people went and just pulled the... Like, just... Oh, you know, when you, like, reset your internet, like, just unplug the modem and the router for 5 minutes and then plug it back in. Which is, like, the number 1 rule in IT, right? If it's not working, turn it off and turn it back on. But...
I just, like, you think...
It's just weird to me. It's weird, like, that has never happened. It's never happened.
No, that's never happened. And it's, like, to me, that's a big... That's either... Mr. Zuckerberg himself pulled the plug on it.
Yeah.
To do something different and then plug it back in.
Yep.
Or that's like some foreign entity. I don't think one little hacker sat there and did that.
No, and of course, anonymous dumbass comes out. Oh, we're
nah, bro, no,
fine,
you didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah,
like you just no.
You wear a funny mask and do your thing.
Yeah, nah, bro. I'm like to actual pull something like that. I would really love a tech specialist. If you're one of the rounders out there and you're a tech specialist, please chime in. Like send us a message later if you listen to it later.
Well, so yeah, that brings us right into the next thing we're going to talk about, the Pandora Papers.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, hold on. Before we get there, like, did you have that same feeling of letting go of your Facebook and Instagram and all that?
To be perfectly honest with you, I enjoy Instagram.
Okay, that's fair.
But like Facebook to me, no. I have it for this, basically. And then I very rarely post anything on Facebook.
What I post on Facebook is this show.
Yeah. I mean, it's, maybe something cool, right? Or like if, like Reese's birthday, right? The photo on Instagram, like, yeah, I'll post that to my Facebook.
Yeah.
It's my dog's birthday. But yeah, as far as like, we have it for like the neighborhood group. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like neighborhood watch groups, but there's different apps for that. People just don't use it because Facebook was smart enough to put everything on one.
Yeah. Like the Walmart of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
as far as it being down, I was like, whatever. Just go to Twitter, which Twitter's my favorite anyway.
Dude, Twitter, like Telegram.
Whoever runs the Twitter account, they're hilarious because they were down, Facebook and Instagram down for like an hour, and like Twitter, the actual Twitter handle, just sent a tweet out. It was like, "Hello, literally everyone." That's all it said. Like they were playing with it pretty well.
Telegram got 70 million new users.
Holy shit!
That day.
Yeah, because it's basically WhatsApp.
Yeah. So boom, you know what I mean?
But they were happy,
elated, probably.
Yeah.
But for me personally, the only hesitation, I looked up because I know there's like a damn process to delete your account.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you delete it and then you wait 30 days. You can come back and then there's like a 90-day thing where you're completely off. You'd have to make a whole new name and that's gone. But they keep your information that could be sensitive. Like all the fine print was like, oh, we keep this just in case of this, that, and the other.
I'll tell you had a big issue with that.
But it's crazy. What?
Trey.
Yeah.
Trey deactivated his Facebook, but it was still, like you said, that 30-day kind of period, and someone copied it.
Yeah.
And then it was popping up everywhere, like add Trey Uvar as a friend. And I screenshot. I was like, dog, I thought you deleted your Facebook like 2 weeks ago. He said I did. Mm-hmm. And it was a fake account. But since his account was deleted, him trying to get that account deleted was like an absolute.
Yeah.
It's like the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. I mean, they put you in a bind, man.
Yeah.
It's like
they trap you.
You want to get out, and then you don't want somebody else being an imposter.
Yeah.
And then if, like for me, I want to stay on to keep in touch with like friends. Yeah. People like, that I know throughout my life.
Right.
Because that's just real easy, convenient. That's
another thing. Yeah, seeing like.
You know what I mean? And the minute you let go of that, then you're not going to be able to see any of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a weird paradigm there, and they just got you, and I hate that too. Like,
yeah, listen,
and then it takes me all the way back. It's like, damn, I wish I never signed up because that's the only way you could never not be in the situation is just if you never made one.
You never got involved.
Yeah, and even then, you'd probably have somebody would just fucking crop in on your face on somebody else's picture and make an account.
Yeah,
like.
So how many people are in this world?
What, 7 billion now?
Yeah,
or close to
half
it?
of them use this shit.
And it was off. That's incredible, dude.
Pretty wild to think about.
So I just want to know what actually happened. We'll probably never know the whole truth, but I want to know what actually happened and who's really responsible. Because that's, like I said, me personally, I think it's either Zuckerberg himself said pulling it or somebody large and in charge.
Yeah, there was just so many upset Karens that couldn't complain, about someone walking past their house or whatever. So
maybe it made people go outside for 6 hours.
I'll tell you something that you and I did not lose.
What?
And that is $6.5 billion. And that's what Zuckerberg lost in one day.
Yeah, he'll get that back,
dude.
And honestly back to this little whistleblower You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All it did was tee up the government. Just a regulation thing's going to come out of this. So I bet they did a deal behind closed doors, so Facebook didn't have to like lose their 230 thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like listen, so they can run it their way. Don't think this is just nothing's to be an honest accident.
With you, I think Facebook's on sale stock wise. Because the metaverse that's going to come out is going to be a game changer.
What is that?
The metaverse. That's the like virtual like workspace.
I mean, I've never heard of a virtual workspace.
Yeah, so Oculus already does it. So basically, my brother had to do it when he was working, when he moved here for those like 3 months when he was moving down.
Yeah.
Like last year. Their national sales meeting was on this program, and basically you designed a character. It was like that looked like you, and you would walk around. Like you could like control your guy and walk around. Well, this is gonna be virtual reality style, where like you have it on and you're sitting and you're talking and like all your movements and your guy's actually moving.
You know, call me crazy, but I'm just not into all that. Like I want things to be natural.
Tash and I were talking about it for a while.
Natural and normal. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is Workrooms, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah.
Or Workspace is the app that Facebook is putting out for the metaverse.
Bro, I'm just scared of the future with technology. I'm scared of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're just going to get it in over our heads.
It's just crazy. Like, Mikey sent me this video I got to watch called Dead Internet Theory. Mm-hmm. It's basically how the internet's just warping our minds.
Oh, he was talking about that this weekend, too.
Exactly. So it's like, it's just basically, in a nutshell, I mean, it's obvious, but it's like, it's not just surface level, it's deep. How it's warping your mind. And that's why I'm saying it's like, dude, I would want to unplug immediately, like, you know, all the child bullying and all that shit. Like, think about how easy it is to be a bully online. Oh my god, dude.
Keyboard
go be
warrior,
a bully.
dude.
Go be a bully in somebody's face and get real with it. Whole nother story. So it's like, I think it's done. Yeah, there's some good, but I think it's just seeded into us deeper. That's why I don't do the dating apps, right? Because like that is just a fluffed up fake bullshit that's not reality at all. You move in with that person, you know, like you're like see how they really are. Like that's not reality, man. You give me 6 things that you like and some photos and perfect positions. Like get the hell out of here.
No, and listen,
you know
I mean,
but
it works for some people.
yeah.
I mean, there's plenty others.
And I respect everybody's opinion. This is our podcast. This is my opinion.
Oh,
So there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
But like all this data leak and shit, right? So the Pandora Papers.
Oh yeah.
So 11.9 million files were leaked.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll sum it up for you.
What is that in terabytes? What did they say? 8, 9 or something? Almost 3 terabytes.
Yeah, it was insane. It was 6.4 million documents, 3 million images, 1 million emails, 500,000 spreadsheets. So what this was, it was a leak of almost 12 million documents and files exposing the secret wealth and dealings of world leaders, politicians, billionaires, and celebrities. The data was obtained by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists.
Glad you said that word, not me.
In Washington, D.C., and has led to one of the biggest ever global investigations. Involved are more than 600 journalists from 117 countries that have looked at hidden fortunes of some of the most powerful people on the planet. A few stories.
Yeah.
So this basically what this is about. It mainly deals with offshoring, right? The method of offshore financial methods, I guess. Mm-hmm. If you don't know what that is, let's say someone me in the United States, I own a mansion in Miami, but my company based in whatever other country actually owns it because in that country you pay no tax, right? Just an example.
Yeah. I mean, just a short list of some people on that in this Pandora's box of files is Putin, the king of Jordan, some people out of the Czech.
Oh, I got.
I mean, it's just all over the place. I mean, the place.
So the owners of more than 1,500 UK properties that were bought using offshore firms are being accused of corruption. The Qatari ruling family, who avoided £18.5 million tax on a London supermansion. Sir Philip and Lady Green went on a property spree after offloading the BHS retail chain, which went on to collapse. So this wasn't just offshoring. This was like major.
They probably worked it out in some way that collapse was in their favor.
Yep. The prominent Troy donor who was involved in one of Europe's biggest corruption scandals. The King of Jordan's £70 million spending spree on properties in the UK and the US through secretly owned companies. That's offshoring. Azerbaijan's leading family's hidden involvement in property deals in the UK worth more than 400 million British pounds.
All right.
There's just
let me just stop you right there.
The Kenyan president was involved.
Yeah.
Czech prime minister.
You know what's going to happen? Nothing.
I know. That's the wildest shit. I'm glad you said that because I have it written down.
Yeah.
But that is the wild. Nothing.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And that's the problem, man. And that's it, dude. Like,
it'll never end though. Like
Yeah, they'll chase that. They'll push that in court. They'll push and push and push. Like, these people will probably die before that even happens. And like, it's already getting spread around. And you mean to tell me you got stupid money like that? You're not paying and greasing every pocket. Like,
come on, dude. My money make the lawyers make this shit go away.
Exactly, man.
That's exactly what they're.
That's a 50 Cent line, is what he just quoted you. But like, I just, especially like you named, like, there's some countries over there. People are, they're wealthy, but they're not wealthy. And they're like,
no, but they're like,
and some Putin comes around and goes, well, especially you got somebody like Putin or the King of Jordan, like, yo, either take the money or take your life. I mean, what's up?
Yeah, that's it.
See, I'm taking the money.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
And it's because you probably have a family, but
and there's so much money over there.
And
dude.
That's the thing. And I think people, it's slowly but surely, but dude, people are starting to realize, like, on a grander scale than ever before, like how corrupt this country is as well.
Oh yeah,
all over the place
on massive levels.
Don't matter what your affiliate is.
No, everyone.
It's all over the place, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's scary. It's depressing, But I'm a religious guy, but Tesh always says God has a plan. So like deep down, I gotta trust that. But it doesn't mean His plan ain't me going through shit and like I'm just a part of that cycle. I mean, it's something I have to accept. But I don't know. Maybe one day, like, and that's another thing about like suppression and all that stuff, like on the internet and these platforms. Like, dude, they have a reality they're spinning towards you. Mm-hmm. There's no your self thought. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's how they want you to see it. They have their personal fact checkers. Their things that pop up about everything. I'm not even trying to get political. This is just a fact.
Yeah.
Like, this is what's occurring, and that's what they want you to see.
Yep.
And that's, again, this dead internet theory. I hadn't even watched it yet, but I'm just assuming this is the avenue it's taking.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think it's all a big programming thing. And so, like, when people go, think about how happy you are. You go camping or something like that, or you go outside for a while, and think about how happy you are. Or you go fishing or surfing. Like, bro, there's no tech, really. I mean, okay, fishing, GPS, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. You're locked into
you're
outdoor. But when you're in there, man, they try to keep you in there.
Yeah.
Like, you see this, like TikTok's perfect example.
God almighty.
You just keep scrolling scrolling and scrolling, and it doesn't quit.
It's so hard to
stop.
And
their goal is to keep you looking at it as long as possible. Don't care if you stay up for fucking months looking at it.
Yeah.
And and that's what I'm saying. That's why I think a lot of people out there, if you feel me, let me know about the being unplugged. But I think that was good for a lot of people for just 6 hours. Just 6.
Yeah.
Just sit there and think about other shit. Besides, because your brother, here's how I'm going to wrap this up beautifully. Your brother, Mikey, Mikey has a tribal tattoo. We always give him shit about it. And John's brother, young James, who's been on this program before, he has this tattoo. It's like these 2 circles, like on his arm.
Yeah.
And it stands, and Mikey's like, what is that shit? And he goes, well, what is that tribal? And Mikey's like, damn, son, I was just asking. But, like, he was asking in a mean way, and James called him on. It was just a great little drunk fiasco.
Right. And
James goes, hey, man, it's the comparison is the thief of joy. That's what that stands for.
Yeah.
And, dude, he said that, man, and I was drunk. This is 12:30 Saturday night at your bachelor party, and I was like, I just stopped everything. And I literally, dude, I didn't look at my phone from that point on.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. And it's still sticking with me.
Yeah.
And then Facebook goes out the next day. That's what, or that ride home. And I was like, damn, that is just too crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was wild. And like, obviously we were giving Mikey shit about the tribal thing, but he got that tattoo I believe.
Yeah, because he started explaining it.
Then he started explaining it. And
oh
like,
yeah,
each pillar has a meaning and the whole deal, like each like link.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a great reason for it. I'm like, yeah, see, like you do what you want, for a reason. But yeah, everyone's minds were blown when James explained what his was.
Yeah,
it's like damn, because I didn't know. The only one I knew was the outline of Simon and Garfunkel.
Mm-hmm. But he hit that one, man. I think even Joey stopped for a second and fucking thought about it.
Yeah,
because
like, well, I don't compare. I already know I'm number one.
He probably did say that shit after I will give Joey credit. He would think about it for a second and then he'd scrub it away. But he did think about it.
Oh yeah,
but Joey's number one. That's his Nelly theme song. That's his favorite song. Quick check in with the chat, Johnny. What they're reading up there?
Yeah, Josh was happy they were both offline. Zach said a lot of the people named in the Pandora Papers, they were also named 4 or 5 years ago in the Panama Papers. Yeah, I did see that, Zach.
Yep.
Again, he said, "Yeah, not shit's gonna happen."
Yeah, to our point, nothing's gonna happen.
But I wanted to say the Saudi Arabia, I guess. I don't know if it's like the Kingdom family. I don't know. They purchased Newcastle Newcastle United Football Club or whatever.
Yeah.
Today.
Okay.
And so they are the owners of Newcastle. I saw a chart. It was like the richest owners of all the top clubs.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, clubs from all around the world. Obviously, more Europe. And Zach, correct me wrong. I think they're number one, and they are 200 billion richer than the next guy.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean,
it's insane.
Yeah, like it's called royalty.
Yeah,
it's different kind of money.
The oil money.
Yeah.
Anyway, that shit's wild.
All right, cool. That's just catching up with the chat. So once again, if you are listening now in your car or whatever you're doing, you could tune in live when we do this show and be a part of the show. We'll read you out and comment.
Facts.
Continue, Johnny.
The bachelor party.
Oh man.
I don't need that right now. That was so. We had a hell of a weekend.
Yeah,
like it was a blast. The house we Airbnb was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi could have been a little better, but that's all right.
First off, if you it's supposed to rain tomorrow again, I think if you have time, check out the live.
It's our special episode.
Our live broadcast of drunk guys playing volleyball. Look, okay, the Wi-Fi was shitty there is what he was saying.
So what happened is, when you parked at this house, right, it was built on a hill. And so the main level was the main level. But then there was a downstairs that was clearly like a basement that they converted with a bunch of beds in it. And they had a door out to the backyard that was covered by the deck. And there was a pool, and they had they had like a flag with a flag hole already built into the yard and a volleyball net. But if you were upstairs on the big screened-in porch and whatnot, the Wi-Fi was fine. But if you were downstairs, you couldn't get it. So we'll get to Saturday's thing. But Friday night, right, we go out to the game. We had tickets to the game Friday night. Mets won 4-3. It was awesome. We sat in right field in like the general admission area. You had gotten the bat with the IPA in it.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome. That field, that stadium, the battery, the facilities, top shit, dude.
Dude, the battery was the coolest shit.
Coolest shit.
It's literally just the smallest town with like no cars and just restaurants, shops, and a baseball stadium right there in the middle of it.
It's Mayfair.
Yeah, well, for people who don't live here, man, it's like literally an outside mall kind of deal with a baseball stadium at it.
Right, and you can't drive.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Have like they have like roads, right? But they're basically just for gators to like drive trash around. And shit.
Yeah, and I'm not talking restaurants like, oh, we sell burgers. No, there was like nice restaurants in there too.
Dude, and there was a street street Mexican restaurant, like just street style tacos and everything. Right? I mean, they had it all. Yeah,
and dude, it
was clean as shit.
It was clean. You just walk around with your beer, like. It doesn't matter. Cool. There's 2 hotels that are like right there, smack dab at it as well.
Yeah,
but like. We needed some space with 10 guys on a bachelor party. We weren't doing a hotel.
Yeah, hell no.
But anyway, so that would be cool if like just you and a couple buddies or your missus or your husband if you're a lady listening. But
just go
because we had general admission and we just we were up there walking around just doing our thing And like just
no one said anything to any. Like
the atmosphere was spectacular.
There's not a bad seat in that stadium.
No.
All right, and it is nice. I've been to Turner Field. Turner Field was pretty cool, but it was like, you know, I mean, everything was just older. You could just tell.
This had a different vibe though.
It did. It was more like it had like a little bit of a nightclub vibe in it.
Yeah,
neon lights and stuff.
So not like a raging club.
No.
But if it was like a constant bar. Okay.
Yeah. Nice bar though.
Constant bar. Now let's get to like the real facts about the situation.
Yeah. So, so of course we're asking people, where do we go after this? Everyone, you just need to go to PBRs or what is it? PBRs?
Dude, I don't know. Before we even get there, dude. We were all at the house. We were drinking.
Yeah.
We had some burgers.
Yep.
You know, we played a couple rounds of pong, some cornhole.
Yep.
Chipped some golf balls.
Jumped in the pool.
Yeah.
A little chilly.
Yeah, that's whatever. So we're feeling good going to this game. We get there. You can't bring a beer in the stadium, and we just all immediately bought like.
Well, yeah, okay. So like the street,
you know?
there's like a street, there's like a vendor in the Battery that's outside the stadium, and I'm like, hey, like before we buy these, I was like, can we bring these in the stadium? We got to go in.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude behind the thing's like, yeah. I was like, all right, dope.
Yeah, he just sold our ass.
Sold our asses, dude. Of course, we all tip him.
Yeah, whatever.
And we turn around, like, can't do it. So, okay, fine. So we go to there's like a fountain in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And we start chugging these beers. And I turn around, and there's a dude wearing a Spurs kit.
Yep.
Standing there. I'm like, no way, right? So I slap my brother James. I'm like, dude, come on. So we jump up, and of course we're in Mets gear, him and I. And we look him dead in the eye, and we just go, come on, you Spurs. And he looks at us, and he's like, holy shit. He's like, this is so rare. This is so rare. He's like, I never see Spurs fans.
Yeah.
And we weren't even from there, which was cool.
So they were doing that. You look immediately to your left. You see JD getting in front of the TV camera for Bally Sports.
Bally Sports,
yeah. Bally, whatever, dude. Chugging a beer and then holding up our koozie just like, around with the boys. Like, I was like,
dude, yeah. Oh, and we met the guy who runs the Sports Center Snapchat.
Really?
Yeah. He was the one being interviewed. My brother talked to him.
You didn't even tell me about that.
I didn't know he was talking to you, and he came back and said, that's the guy that runs the Sports Center Snapchat. I was like, oh.
That's cool.
Thanks.
You didn't give him a koozie, asshole?
Bro,
damn, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I know. That's the face I gave him too. I was like, oh, cool. Thank you. You didn't like wave me over?
Dog, I saw JD going towards the camera. I sprinted with a koozie.
Oh, yeah.
To give to him.
Dude.
I mean, he probably didn't make the shot, but he tried.
He tried.
Real hard.
Well, I mean, he was standing on a bench right in front of the camera.
Yeah. More from JD to come. But anyway, so we get in the stadium, man. We're getting around. And, dude, like we said, dude, it's a bar. It's one big bar.
It's a party with a game going on behind you.
And, dude, let me tell you something. Like, we got after it. 10 grown men, we got after it, man. Like,
and, of course, everyone's like, oh, what are you guys doing here? You know, it's bachelor party. Oh, who's the bachelor?
Yeah.
Me. Like, oh, let me buy you a beer. Let me buy you a shot. Let me buy dude.
You know what really hit me, though?
What's that?
No pun intended. The baseball bat.
Well, yeah, it was a 26-inch IPA.
IPA. Me and Denny get Captain DW
got them in like the 6th inning.
Yeah, we walk up to it and we're like, yeah, we'll take a couple ball bats, you know. She's like, what you want? I was like, I mean, whatever one's best. She's like, I was like, Miller Lite. She goes, we only do IPA, and I was like, I saw all the pictures. I mean, I saw it coming, but I tried. I was like, maybe they got one back there. They can pour it in. And she said, we only do IPA, so what you want? And I was like, fuck.
It was the Terrapin.
The one in front of me, I don't know. You know?
Because Terrapin had the big.
Because like Denny said, dude, I bet she's been asked Miller Lite or Coors Light like 1,000 times that night, and she was just pissed. But anyway, I tipped her anyway, like, dude, please don't hurt me. Dude, she wasn't a small lady. And then you made me drink
the second half of it.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't do this anymore.
You sure that was mine?
No, you're right. It was Denny's.
Yep.
I believe.
Yeah, that was Denny who gave it to you.
And then I was just carrying that thing around. That bat, the little plastic bat.
Yeah.
So
we had a soldier go home. I'm not going to say who. Had to depart around the 5th inning.
Yep. That's okay.
We had a caretaker take him with him. One of our other guys.
The medic.
So
shout out to the medic.
We were down 2 by the 5th inning in terms of men. We were down. So
then 8 standing left.
Yep.
Gets to about the 7th, and the people, everyone just told us to go to the same bar. Like, you got to leave by the 7th inning, right? Because they stopped selling beer after the 7th.
Yeah.
And so everyone gets up and goes to the bar outside the stadium, and they finish watching it on this massive screen. And I'm like, well, dude, by then it's, I think it's 4-2, right? The 7th. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm watching the Mets win a baseball game here.
Mm-hmm.
And so you and
Jordan and Denny and
JD
and the Diesel, we all went to the bar.
Yeah, so they left.
Yeah.
Me and my brother, well, this is going to narrow it down who left early, but so me and my brother, Trey, no, Denny came with me. It was you, Jordan.
Oh, shit. It's probably me, Jordan, and Denny.
Mikey.
Or, me, Jordan.
You, Jordan, Mikey, and
JD. Yep.
Yep, so me, Trey, Denny, and my brother stay.
Yeah.
Because Trey's, like, loving it. He's like,
and Mets won the game, right?
Yep. Braves score. You guys leave, the Braves score again. Now it's 4-3. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm definitely not leaving. We ended up finishing out. All cool. We had they hit a home run that landed like 25 feet in front of us. That ball was coming, and I was like, "Oh,
please God, please!"
Yeah. And just a little more on it. He probably would have got up there.
You know what's funny about being at the stadium? We took that picture.
Yeah.
And Trey's beside me, and his wife like texted him the next day. It was like, God, they're not gonna. She was like, you look like you're showing James more love than you've ever showed me. Because it's like, and he's sitting there legit hugging me with a pizza tray.
Dude, that was the longest pizza I've ever seen.
Dude, because y'all were like, oh, picture time. And we were like, oh, fuck. And because Trey had just came back with his pizza. And y'all said, get a picture. Let's go
because
I
couldn't get, no one was, all 10 of us weren't ever there at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So you were like, let's go ahead and get it. And Trey's like, shit. I don't know what to do with my pizza. Because where we were standing, there's nowhere to put anything.
Yeah.
And so he just presented it like a tray, you know?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Good one.
But anyway, so that was hilarious. And then I think Tesh, he left shortly after that.
Sorry, Tesh.
Sorry, bro. He had to drive all the way down there, west of here.
Yeah.
Southwest of here.
I just felt like it kept going.
Yeah,
forever.
So he had to drive. He had a long day, man. I would have been tired too. But
you guys go to the bar.
We go to the bar. JD rides the fucking mechanical bull.
I'm so pissed.
I got video of it though.
Yeah, you do have a video of it.
And dude, it was hilarious. Like the classic. I mean, he was about as big as the mechanical bull. To be fair,
right?
Because dude, we were walking through this place and like it's big as shit.
Yeah. So you guys are probably thinking mechanical bull. This is probably like a country bar or something like that. That was the only country aspect.
Yeah.
It was probably
like dance floors.
Probably top 5 bar I've ever been to.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy. And you guys were already in there. The game ends, we're all walking out, right? And I look at the line to this place. And no shit, it's probably 120 people long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, oh, maybe it'll go fast. And I turn around and start walking towards the end. And Trey grabs me. He goes, we ain't waiting in this fucking line. I was like, okay. And we walk up to the front, and there's like these 2 girls sitting there and the bouncer. And Trey takes his wallet out. He pulls a $100 bill out, and he's like, us 4 are in. Or he goes, hey, do you work here? And she goes, no, my friend does. He goes, do you think your friend would take this $100 and let us in? And she was like, yeah, probably. And they did. And we go to walk in. The bouncer's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. The girl's like, no, we're good. And like flashes the $100 bill. He goes, have fun, guys. And we walked right in. That's ahead of all those people.
That's how you do it. And Trey's like not some sloppy looking guy either.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no. So there you go, man. You ever need to get in somewhere, get your best looking friend to go up there with some money, you're in.
You're in.
Because we were already in there, and like, it was JD wrote, like, let me get back to that real quick, because JD wrote it for a while. I'll give him some credit. But I love how the people who are in control of the bull, they love when you get cocky because then they just throw you.
They're like, oh, you think you're
JD
good, huh?
gave it the not the
oh yeah,
the
he gave it the Kembe. Oh yeah, he kept calling it the Zlatan, but
yeah,
it's
he calls
the Kembe.
Yeah, that's
if JD's the biggest Zlatan Ibrahimovic fan you've ever seen.
Dude, we're gonna eventually have him on here when he retires from where he works, and so
he's on the live stream video on YouTube. Oh, you can
you can catch him on there. But anyway, dude, he went flying off, so that was great. Cause dude, but it was funny though, cause when we were cruising through and we discovered that, cause when you're drunk, dude, everything is just. It's like, holy shit, it's far away, like especially in a foreign place. We've never been there.
Dude, yeah. And
dude, JD's eyes lit the fuck up when he saw that thing. He's like, I'm riding it. I was like, are you serious? because he heard like this lady was up there having the time of her life, and JD got right in line and did that shit.
Dude, and then, so I'm like, we're walking through there. There's a VIP section. Trey grabs me again. He's like, we're in VIP. I was like, what? I'm like, no way you just, like, why would you pay that? I don't want, I don't want to. He's like, I didn't pay. It's fine. And so we go up there. There was a bachelorette party, but like, this might have been the third or fourth time this girl was getting married. She was up there, right? And
wait, she said that it was her second one.
I guess.
Yes, because I heard this story the next morning from somebody else.
The bouncer was massive. I mean, massive at the VIP thing. Couldn't have been more cool.
Yeah.
He was the shit. Like, me and him, I basically just chatted with him the whole time, and I'm like, these are all my idiot friends. Check them out, right? And JD's like, oh, we're on the pool again. And you could just see everybody, dude. It was...
Idiot friends, like, you're not drunk as shit, too. It's
dude, I was bombed. And then... I remember standing in VIP, like looking around, and then that's basically where it goes out for me. They
were there longer. I'll hit you right here.
Yeah, y'all left then.
So
I didn't know y'all left.
I walked out of there. Let's just go ahead and say it, man. I was gone, right?
We all were.
I was on my phone, being an idiot, and then I'm kind of like come to it. I'm like, oh my god, where the hell am I? And then I call Mikey.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, we're getting into Uber right now. Okay, this is at like 10 something.
This is you, Mikey, and James. Y'all had to like jump up.
Or I don't even know what time it was.
It was later than that. The game didn't end.
To be clear, I don't even know what time it was, to be real. But these guys, I called Mikey. I mean, there's just, because the game, people were leaving like in droves. It was like a sea of people and just taxis everywhere. And you got to remember, man, we got there and within 30 minutes, it was dark.
Yeah.
So I have no idea
what anything looked like.
Where the hell I am, and I am hammered. Like, we were at a bachelor party, dude. I got after it. We all did.
Yeah.
And, dude, so I'm looking around, like, and I call Mikey, and she's like, yeah, I'm at the Roxy. I was like, Roxy. And I look down the street, and I see, like, in big-ass words, Roxy. Like, painted on the brick.
Yeah, there's like a beam of sunlight coming down on it.
And I was like, excellent, man. I was like, dude, I see it right now. I'm there. I'm walking down. I call him. I'm like, dude, I'm at this Roxy building. Where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm with James. We're at the Roxy. I'm like, I know you're at the Roxy. This is the level's starting to build here.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, he's like, I'm at the Roxy, man. I was like, I'm at the Roxy. I'm looking at the Roxy.
Yeah.
Okay? And then he's like, well, I'm at the Roxy, man. I don't know what you want me to do. And then James gets on the phone. And he's like, hey, man, where are you? I was like, go ahead. I'm at the Roxy. Okay, dude. And meanwhile, all of these cab dudes are coming up. Hey, you need a ride? From like every accent you can imagine. Like, you need a ride? Like, no, dude. I'm at the Roxy. They're at the Roxy. We're trying to Roxy this shit out. Right? And and dude, James finally, I think he says, like, come around the other side of the building, dude. And I finally
double-sided,
but before all that, because the other side it also says Roxy.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we hadn't been there, right? But, dude, when you're lost for that long, and I was out there for a while, like, because they waited for me for like 20, 30 minutes of us shouting, and I'm like, dude, I had to scurry off in the woods, and like, you had to piss, like, dude, I wasn't the only one because other people were doing it, and it's just how it was. I was like, dude, thank God I'm not gonna get arrested, like, but I got to.
Yeah. And
then you get back, and you like trying to find them, running around, dude, and I was sprinting, and I finally got the hell out of there, and made it back. At 12:36, I went to sleep because I remember like plugging my phone in.
That's not when I went to sleep.
Exactly.
We were still at the bar. We shut it down. I have a video on my phone from 1:11 in the morning, and I'm in a bathroom, and there's the trash cans are all knocked over, and I'm like, why would you have a bar I watched it today. I didn't know it was on. I found it today. I was like, why would you have a bar this cool with bathrooms this shitty? It's me like kicking the trash can out of the way to wash my hands. And then after that, I have a screenshot of Trey FaceTiming me to try to find out where I was. I don't remember any of that though. Like, I remember being in VIP and then walking out of VIP, and that's about it. But then it comes back to me. I'm in this little town, the Battery, just sitting on a stoop. And I'm like, I like couldn't get an Uber to save my life. I was like, this is terrible. Jordan calls me. Where are you? I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I just don't. Like, I'm sitting on a stoop. I just don't know where I am. And so I send him a pin. And I'm sitting there. And like 15 minutes goes by, and then all of a sudden I just hear daughter, and it's Diesel, and he's from behind me, and he runs up to me to like give me a hug that he found me, and this man slips.
Is that
And
where
he falls
fell?
right on the corner of one of the stairs on his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has the biggest bruise on his ass that you've ever seen.
Dude, the crazy part was like, can you hand me a beer, John? The crazy part about this bruise is how it went from like, oh man, you got a bruised ass. That's funny.
Yeah, Saturday morning it was funny.
Saturday morning's funny. Saturday night, it looks a little worse. I'm like, damn, dude. Sunday morning, uh-oh.
Dude, and Diesel flew from Wilmington to Atlanta, round trip, right? Got the points and flew. Lucky bastard. He was home. He got home when the second quarter started for the Panthers game.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was like, that's fucking... And then he's out there in his pool. Everything's perfect.
I know.
I was like, God dang.
But this man is sitting on the couch Monday at like 9 in the morning about to get in his Uber. Or Sunday morning about to get in his Uber. He's like, boys, my ass is killing me. And now everyone's super sore because of the 3-hour volleyball thing on Saturday. But he's like, is it bad? And he pulls his shorts down. And dog, it's like as blue as this jersey I'm wearing. Like dark. And I was like,
dude.
I was like, yeah, it's bad.
I remember JD was like the next morning, he was like, man, I busted my ass. He was trying to get... Like, I like to sleep in, especially when I've been drinking. And this place had the perfect dungeon. And me and Trey took the bunk beds.
AC worked incredibly well in this
my
house.
God, dude.
It was the best AC I've
It was
ever
perfect,
been.
dude. And it was so dark down there. And I mean, I could have slept there till 5. Easy. And JD comes in, he's like, bro, I need you, man. He's like, I couldn't even sleep on my back at all last night, because I couldn't roll over because it hurt so bad.
Yeah, I mean, he might have bruised his tailbone.
And then when he's saying that, I'm like, oh, shit. And then, of course, he politely shows me that I'm still in bed right there, whatever time in the morning. I was like, man, it doesn't even look that bad. He's like, man, it's deep. He's like, it hurts bad. It's tender. I was like, oh my God, dude.
We also didn't go to bed
let's be
until
clear.
like 4 in
The
morning.
psycho still goes out there and plays volleyball on it for 3 hours.
Dude, it was insane what he was doing, continuously doing with a bruise. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to walk.
And when he said this whole time, I thought he fell on the fucking stairs in the house. It had carpet on it.
No, dude.
I was like, oh, whatever.
Running up to me.
But it's like on like legit stairs.
He was like, no, I fell on the stairs you were sitting on. And I was like, well, you don't remember? And all of a sudden, boom. And I'm like, oh, wow, that 10-second video in my mind is going off right now of me turning around and him just bam. And I remember grabbing him going, dude, and he didn't feel it at the time. But, yeah, we got home at like 3.
Dude, I know, because the last text that you sent, besides the other stuff, was like, I'm alive.
Yeah.
At like 3-something in the morning. And that was the first text I looked up and I opened it. It was like the bachelor party text.
It was at 3:33 in the morning. It said, I'm alive.
Yes, I'm alive.
And my brother the next morning was like, hey, thanks for texting us you were alive, even though you were in your bed already. Like, we knew you were here. I was like, well, whatever, dude.
Dude, but hey, man, at least like I know as soon as I woke up, you were alive, which is brilliant.
Saturday, I get up at like 11. I'm dying. Board shorts immediately on, square to that cold-ass pool. And then we had Beer Olympics.
Yeah.
My brother and I got our asses kicked because I was basically useless. And then you guys start getting this volleyball thing, and that's when we did the stream.
Well, we did the stream. I wish we had that the other games. Like we played beer ball, cornhole, beer pong.
Yeah.
Me and Joey played fairly well, I will say.
It got serious. Shout out to JD and Jordan for winning.
They were and Scarecrow.
They were team pre-cum because they always come first. That was their name. So
yeah,
I thought that was clever.
Real original. And I had my American flag tank top. Joey had his used to be long sleeve button up, now cut off button up,
and his khaki shorts,
American style, and his khaki shorts and his Sperry's. And you want to know how hard this dude went on the volleyball court?
I'd never seen anyone go harder than him.
His legs look like a burn victim.
Dude,
it looked terrible.
His khaki shorts were brown.
Yeah, they're disgusting, dude. He was like,
we got it all out. We did the laundry
dude.
that night.
He was like so jacked up about that, man.
Yeah,
because he was worried about them shorts. I was like, dude, special. I don't know, but dude,
after hours of drinking those Saturday night, we were dropping like flies. Like,
but hold on, this volleyball thing, I'm telling y'all got to check it out because it is hilarious.
Now, listen, since the Wi-Fi was shitty on the downstairs, which is where we were, I had to hotspot my iPad. So when you watch the video, the actual video footage is choppy but for whatever reason, the audio came through crystal clear.
Audio is perfect. Video's chopped. But
it kind of makes it funny.
Yeah, it makes it just look like you bootleg TV back in the 90s or some shit somehow.
Yeah.
Like some Trailer Park Boys stuff. And it's hilarious.
Dude.
Like, honestly. And you get to meet some of our buddies that hadn't been on the show. Like JD gets to talk. He talks for a while. I mean, other guys but like, Tesh hadn't been on the show. He's our sideline reporter.
Yeah, I picked up a 50-foot mic cord before we left.
Yeah.
And we have this, like, it's not one of these mics. It's a kind of bougie one, but it was perfect for that. And I ran out. I was like, Tesh, just be the reporter.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. And if you saw what he was wearing.
Listen, it'll be worth your time. Like I said, do it.
It was an hour. It's 55 minutes long.
Dude, just do it when you're hungover or it's a rainy day. Like, I always like saying that because, dude, it's just one thing. Like, it's not wasting your time. It's quality shit.
Yeah. And in fact, we actually watched it back that night.
Oh, we were cracking up.
And we were dying laughing. Yeah, it was,
dude,
you could just tell, like, the pain that we were all feeling. Especially.
Yeah. We didn't go out Saturday night. Like, honestly, when we chimed into that, you'll hear it in there. But, like, we were deep in some beers already. And, dude, I'll be honest with you after that, because I was getting pumped. I'm glad we stopped when we did, because I wanted to play volleyball. Yep. And then I got to get after it for a bit.
And, yeah.
Diving around.
And it was,
that was great.
So, the video, the stream, it's 3-on-3. But then after the stream, it went to 4-on-4. And Tesh and I were just chilling. And you guys went... That was when it got real.
Yeah.
Like, really real.
Because we had, like, 2 hours of daylight left.
Yeah.
Because it stayed a little later out there.
Yep.
And so, anyway.
It's like everyone showered, and they're like, can't walk, can't do shit.
Yeah, they don't want to. Honestly, I'm glad. We didn't go out that night. You can say what you want, but, like, dude,
there was no chance.
We raised hell all day because those drinking games, like, we were drinking. It was, like, legit.
Oh,
like, we kept score. The losers had the shotgun beers. Like, it was a whole 9. And then you go play as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And
it was nice too, because like on Sunday, right? Like Mikey had to drive all the way back to Raleigh.
Oh shit! So Saturday night, like me and Joey. All right, listen, for those of you out there, you Kroger shoppers. I've never been in a Kroger. Joey decides we need more beer. I didn't disagree. Some of the other people didn't, but I just didn't feel like going in an Uber. And Joey's like, I'm gonna get it. I'll pay for it, but you have to come with me. So everybody, of course, points to me like, you're going. Like, I got to go. I'm with Joey. We walk in this place, dude. We had no idea where to go. Like, dude, it was. I've never been like so dumbfounded in a grocery store. Everybody, like, it's a grocery store, but dude, we were hammered.
Yeah,
and like sweaty. Like, it was just hilarious to do. But
it's the same grocery store.
We couldn't find water. That's what took the longest. Yeah, John had big beef with Kroger.
Yeah, I was upset.
They didn't have steaks.
Because all right, so like no one, like we don't go out Saturday night. Sunday comes around, right? Denny and Trey roll out. Mikey rolls out, JD flies back. Now there's 6 of us. And the game, which was the final game of the season, was at 3 p.m. And I was like, all right, well, we got Red Zone here at the house. Let's watch till halftime of the 1 o'clock games and then go down there. And we did. And like going down there during the day and actually seeing where we were, I was like, oh.
Go ahead and tell them about like the best bar. Like,
I don't know what the name of this bar was.
This TV was 385 inches.
In diameter. It was 31 feet in diameter. And I was like, wait, that's not a projector? That's like an actual TV? He goes, yeah, it's an actual TV. It's like, holy shit. And then, of course, it's lined with 50-inchers all around it.
Dude, and those things look so funny under them. I was like, man, those are like what are they? Like,
and then you walk up close to it, you're like, wow, these are actually big TVs.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, it was incredible. Like, John's eyes lit up.
I saw this place. I was like, this
You know what the funniest part about this little part of the journey was? We went to other places first, because we got dropped off in a different place than we originally got dropped off. Because, again, remember, at the first part of this journey,
we got dropped off at the other side.
We got dropped off down there, the other side of the fucking Roxy, and we had 30 minutes of daylight. So we had no idea. So we had to come all the way down the Battery to find the beginning of where we found the first night.
Yep.
That John remembered saying after we got there.
I was like, listen, there's a place here with a massive TV that has TVs all around it.
And he remembered it once we saw it when we got back to it.
I said, oh, this is the one. That place is awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, so it was great.
And then we didn't stay down there long. I think we were home at like 6.
Yep.
And ordered wings and shit. And then quite arguably the best 3-hour session of karaoke anyone on the planet has ever seen.
Like, that's why my voice is a little sore. Because, dude,
Monday I was like, oh, man, my throat hurts.
I hadn't sang that much in my life.
And then I remember, oh, my God, we were belting lyrics for hours.
I mean,
I have this thing called the bump box.
Yeah.
And it's probably the most expensive drug purchase I've ever made. But it is this big ass boom box. It has a Power Wheels battery in it, so you can charge it. It's Bluetooth, and it comes with a wireless microphone. I have a picture of JD with this wireless microphone because the entire time he was there, he had the microphone literally to his mouth.
He was constantly announcing what was happening. Like, even when he was playing the games, he had it in his back pocket, just talking.
He was FaceTiming his family, talking into the microphone while he had the phone in front of him.
Oh my god.
And he
Were you about to show something? Oh, classic photo. We'll put him up. So we were like, oh my god, JD's, we were kind of busting his balls a bit. Like, it was funny, but he had it the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Until the night we came home and we picked it up and we started doing karaoke.
Yeah, and it kept getting better.
And let me say something. James Dunleavy, I mean, he actually has a little bit of a voice, you know what I'm saying? And he put his all into his performances. He picked very powerful songs.
It was every one was,
and he had good dance moves. I mean, he really
a little
sold
background.
It.
James was the lead in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Really?
When he was in college. Yeah, and actually was.
Dude, if y'all haven't seen that, you need to watch it.
He might have won. I don't know if he won, but he was definitely nominated for an award. The kid had never done theater or acting in his life. So yeah, I'll do that shit. And got the lead. Now, if you understand what Rocky Horror Picture Show is, he played basically a transvestite.
Yeah, it's
dressed as a woman in heels and rocked it.
Yeah.
But this man's performance, what was that of? Is it called When Hammer Falls by Queen?
Oh yeah. He did a Queen song. Yeah.
He bodied.
Yeah, dude.
That song. I mean, it was like, had we been in a karaoke bar, it'd have been a wrap for everybody else.
They wouldn't have got back up. Like, it would have been closed, shut off. Everybody,
That's game's over, go home.
We're either gonna let him sing some more, or we're gonna just play stock music because it's over.
Dude, but it was awesome, and everyone was participating. Joy,
yeah, but like, dude, I got up there, I sang for a while. Joey belted out some songs.
Yeah, Joey was doing Chris Brown.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, look, Joey has some slick dance moves. I'm not gonna front on you, Joey. It's just like his legs were so charred because like that. All right, look, the ground out there is just straight clay, and it was hard because like I dove for
like
some
roots
balls
and shit. Acorns.
Acorns, and Joey's legs, dude, were mauled.
It was like he fell off a motorcycle.
Yeah, dude,
with no pants on is what it looked like.
It was fucking bad, dude. He kept saying on the ride home, like, dude, my fucking legs hurt.
Dude, he sent a picture to his wife of his right leg, which was destroyed.
Yeah, dude.
And she responded back, "You're so fucking stupid."
And you know what the funniest part is? Like, we get there, we're unpacking, right? And Joey pulls out a fucking, like, basically a first aid kit, like a homemade first aid kit that Devin put in there, like with what are the things, the drinks?
Yeah, so it had like the powder, like the rehydrating powders, which were amazing.
Had that
peroxide, like, you know, and he's like,
bandages.
yeah, she's like, look, she sent a little thing of peroxide because she knows probably one of us is gonna cut or do something stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder who, Joey.
Yeah,
fucking idiot. Like, oh my god,
it was but I tell you, competitive.
Oh, I got dead serious. A lot of drunk men playing volleyball as hard as they could.
Yeah.
So that was hilarious. But anyway,
yeah, the karaoke night, Sunday night
was great.
Really topped it off, and then
and of course the ride home. Facebook fell. And I was like, man, I don't even care. I'm looking at my phone, like, just I can't. Like, I had to turn it off, like, trying to keep it together. Like,
yeah,
I was so tired.
And the shitty part about like the Monday was like no games on to follow, no nothing, and it rained for the first like 2 hours of the drive. It sucked.
I believe the first 2 hours for us was just trying to get out of Atlanta. That was the first 2 hours.
Oh, really? Was that bad for you?
Dude, yeah. Yeah.
We were out.
But anyway, no, we were literally in town forever behind an 18-wheeler, and you couldn't see around it. You couldn't see any progression, and it was just like, good God.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got out of there. We got home.
Overall success. Nothing broke. No one did anything dumb. It was...
Nope, like no trouble.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
It was great, successful, so that was fun.
So there you go, Emily. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I already told her all these stories, but that's okay.
Okay, well, let me do what was the joke.
All right, let's get on to sports.
All right.
Last week, I liked the Bengals minus 7.5. They only won by 3, but they still won, so no big deal.
Oh, wait, before we get here, speaking of sports, the boys are going to get back together for golf.
Oh, yeah.
So the experience, you got a wedding coming up. This saga isn't over, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, we're all playing golf. There's going to be a lot of us the day before. That was the first text I sent out. There's going to be probably like 16, 18 of us.
That's fine. It's fine.
Because I know like probably Josh and Zach and all them are going to want to play. And like we're getting everybody.
No, yeah, for sure. But what was funny, though, like everybody, like on that text message, everybody was like, oh, man, I'm with him, da-da-da-da. Like, but that was all stemmed from me just going, Joe is like, yeah, I don't know if my hand's going to, like, he has a kind of a messed up hand from unfortunate circumstances. Yeah. But anyway, he's like, I don't know if my hand's going to cooperate. If it doesn't, I'm just going to get drunk. And all I simply said was, I'm riding with Joey.
Yeah, he said, I'm just going to ride in the cart and get drunk if my hand doesn't work.
Yeah, and all I said was, I'm riding with Joey. I don't think everybody got that because immediately everybody's like, teaming up, partners, gambling, all this. It's like, dude, I just set the damn.
Like, where did you think it was going to go?
Honestly, I thought they would get the joke.
That's fair. That's Friday.
So back to sports,
Friday, November 5th.
Yep.
All right. My lock of the week, though, was the Titans minus 7.5 against the Jets. And the damn Jets won.
Mm-hmm.
Because we watched the Titans miss that field goal. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Bills were minus 16.5. I said they would win 45-7. I was called crazy by a certain individual named Scarecrow. They won 40-0. My 3-pick parlay.
How about he eats crow?
My 3-picker
Another
won.
Brunch.
I had over 55. Cardinals Rams. Total was 57. I had Packers minus 7. They won by 10. And I had Ravens +1 at Denver, which I don't even know why they were +1, but they won 23-7.
Nice.
Cash that shit.
Cash it.
Pick'em update. Shout out Alex Wepler in the lead. Also, I apologize to everyone. I did not send a message out last Thursday night. All of us forgot to pick the Thursday night game. Everyone in the bachelor party, I guess. Yeah, Webson first with 40. Coach Cloud, 38. And I'm in third with 34. Tied with me is Brandon and Jordan and T. Kaiser. Young John, 33. Cody, 32, Denny, Grayson, and the list goes on. Rounding out the bottom of the list, at the very bottom, is Mr. James Rackley.
Yeah, but that's on purpose.
Okay, fine. All right, NFL slate this week. Tonight, good game. Good game.
I'm excited about it.
We got the LA Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams are favored minus 2.5. The over-under is 54.
All right. So this over-under thing, man, it's been tough on me lately, man. I mean, I hit that bet when we were down there, but like, I guess just baseball. It's just baseball. So what's this over-under again? Say it one more time.
54. It's high.
Yeah. Sounds a little.
In Seattle on prime time.
So I don't want that. Oh yeah, I did see a stat. What's his face? Russell hadn't lost Thursday. He's won 9 straight Thursday night games.
Great stat.
It's a great stat, but one's due.
Yeah.
One is due. So I'm taking Stafford and company minus 2.5. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to ride the under 54.
I like that.
Sunday, 9:30 a.m.
Oh, the London.
Live from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We have the New York Jets against the Falcons. Jets are +3. The over-under is 46. I don't even know what this game will do.
Nah, I'm staying away.
Yep.
Don't care.
It'll be cool that it's at Tottenham Stadium, though.
That is cool. And
then we got Broncos at Steelers. Steelers are -1. Over-under is 39.5. Ugh. Both
Broncos,
teams are so bad.
Yeah. I'll take the fucking Broncos, dude. Or I don't know.
And like, when are the Steelers gonna get rid of Big Ben?
Dude, look, I'm taking the Steelers. Something's gonna give. They're gonna make a change here.
Okay. Detroit Lions at Minnesota. Minnesota's -9.5. This is my lock of the week. Minnesota -9.5.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Packers -3 at Cincinnati. Could be a good game. Over under 51.
Kind of like the under in that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a toss-up for me. I don't even know. Dolphins plus 10 in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tampa Bay minus 10.
Okay.
But you know why? Because, like, Brady didn't like it being close.
He likes covering the spread when it's not a primetime game.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, dude, he wants to air it out, work on some shit.
Yep. This game is also kind of like that Jets-Falcons game. It's the Patriots minus 9 at the Texans. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. I don't even care.
Saints minus 2.
For the record, though, I would just... Oh, God. I'd just take the Pats. Take the Pats, man. Like... Yeah.
All else fails, trust Bill.
Yep.
We got the Saints minus 2 at Washington football team. I think Jameis handles business here.
Okay. Again.
Well, no, but you can't sleep on Taylor Heineke. Dude.
But has Washington's defense stepped it up at all?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, what's his face?
They won this past weekend, but I think it was a pretty high-scoring game.
Yeah, it was. So.
Eagles plus 3 at Carolina. Carolina just signed Stephon Gilmore from the Patriots, their top defensive back, but he doesn't come back from the physically unable to perform list, the PUP list, until week 6.
Dude, regardless, I'm taking the Panthers this week. I mean, yeah, like, is Christian playing? I don't know.
He practiced yesterday.
Okay, but maybe he shouldn't play. But regardless, they're gonna win because Dallas took it to him, dude.
Yeah.
They're going to win.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's my lock of the week right there.
Panthers minus 3. Okay.
Yep. Really minus 2.5, but it depends on, like, how big of a difference it is on the, if it's
so minus 3 is minus 110, so minus 2.5 probably minus 120. I would still take that.
Yeah. I'd probably put $100 on it, to be honest with you.
Titans minus 4.5 in Jacksonville. Titans coming off a bad loss. They didn't have Julio or
are they
AJ.
playing this time?
I don't know that answer.
All right, so if they are playing, look the fuck out Jacksonville, okay? Yeah. So take Titans on that if they're playing. Even if they're not. No, I'm not going to say that. Only take it if they're playing. If they're not playing, dude, Jacksonville might be a play for you.
Yep. Bears plus 5.5 in Las Vegas at the Raiders. Yeah. Over-under is 44 here. I like the over.
Yeah, I'll take Raiders, whatever points they need to cover. So I would bet Raiders points.
Okay.
Cleveland. Well, I mean, like their team total points. Excuse me.
Team total points.
I'll take their team total.
Cleveland Browns in Los Angeles at the Chargers. Browns plus 2. Chargers have been firing.
Yeah, where's it at again?
It's in LA at the Chargers.
Yeah. Taking the Chargers.
Minus 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Me too. Giants plus 7 in Dallas.
Actually, you know what, dude? It's a classic Dallas scenario.
Yeah. Perform great and then have
I would almost take Giants plus 7. Probably look at the first half. If they're over 3 in the first half, I'd probably take that.
Okay.
So look for the first half. Because Dallas is like big win. They're the shit. They're going to come out flat. Giants are going to take it to them. They're going to score. Yep, classic.
And then we have the Niners plus 5 in Arizona. Over-under here is 50.
I'm taking Arizona to win.
Okay.
I just don't think is there changes on San Fran?
I'm taking the over 50.
Is there changes on San Fran I'm not aware of in terms of offense?
In terms of like guys coming back?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing to really report.
Yeah.
I mean, Garoppolo. So both our quarterbacks got hurt.
Yeah.
Garoppolo has a good chance to play, but Trey Lance's shoulder. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
If Garoppolo plays, it'll be okay.
Gotcha.
Bills +3 in Kansas City. This is the Sunday night game. It is going to be must-watch TV.
What's the over/under?
56.5. I am Bills +3 all day.
Is that the Bills,
long.
right?
No,
it's not.
City.
Oh, shit.
What did we say about Kansas City? They
Yeah.
score a lot of points.
Yeah.
But God knows they let a lot of
They
points
let them up.
I'm going Bills +3.
All right. I don't know yet. I don't know. My jury's out for me on that. I'm going to go opposite of you.
Okay. Rounding out Monday night, the Colts in Baltimore at the Ravens. Colts are +7. Going Ravens -7. All
Really?
day. Yeah.
All right.
Prime time Monday night in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Lamar.
I like it.
And that's going to do it.
Oh, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, you're right. Okay, well, actually, before that, tonight, the U.S. men's national team at 7:30 plays World Cup qualifier. This is a huge match.
Mm-hmm.
This is huge. This actually means some shit.
Well, what time?
7:30 p.m.
All right, if it means something, I'm there.
No, it means this is a World Cup qualifier.
Yeah.
We got to do it. And then Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Who you got?
The motherfucking trilogy.
Who you got?
Tyson Fury.
The Gypsy King.
Dude, he's just I love his story. I love his story of
He's wild as fuck,
of
dude.
battling mental health and falling into a deep depression only to get himself out of it, back in shape, back in the ring.
Yep.
It's I love it. I mean, they're both phenomenal fighters, we know that.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see Tyson Fury win.
See, Wilder's a knockout guy. Fury's a boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cuz Deontay Wilder is a specimen of a human.
Yeah.
Right? And Tyson Fury, he's got some love handles on him, right? But
yeah.
Man, he knows what he's doing.
Fucking drinks every day.
Well, not obviously.
Yes, he does. He said the last fight, he said, yeah, I cut back with me drinking. He said, I'm only drinking 8 pints a day instead of like 15 or whatever the hell he said.
8 pints a day. Jeez.
I'm telling you, bro.
Plus.
But anyway.
So, yeah, check that out. That's Saturday night.
Check it. Check it.
And with that, 46 is in the books. By the way,
yeah,
season 2 starts with episode 51.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 50, the final episode of season 1, is going to be a special one.
Yep.
We got it planned out. But we'll catch y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Subscribe. We love you.
All right. Peace.